Mainstream media's consistent bombardment of global warming propaganda has led many to question the true intentions behind this narrative. On the surface, it appears to be a noble endeavor, raising awareness about the importance of protecting our planet and promoting sustainable living. However, upon closer examination, it becomes apparent that there may be more sinister forces at play. The mainstream media's obsession with global warming can be seen as a deliberate attempt to control the masses, manipulating public opinion and shaping the global agenda to serve the interests of a powerful elite. One of the primary reasons the mainstream media wants to control us with global warming propaganda is to create a sense of fear and urgency. By perpetuating a narrative of impending doom and catastrophic consequences, the media is able to harness the emotional response of the public, making them more susceptible to manipulation. This fear-mongering tactic is a classic tool of social control, allowing the media to shape public opinion and influence decision-making. By making people believe that the very survival of the planet is at stake, the media can create a sense of panic, which can be leveraged to justify drastic measures and policies that might not be in the best interests of the general population. Another reason for the mainstream media's focus on global warming is to promote a globalist agenda. The idea of a global crisis, such as climate change, provides a convenient pretext for the implementation of global policies and regulations. By framing climate change as a global problem, the media can create a sense of shared responsibility, which can be used to justify the transfer of power from national governments to international institutions. This, in turn, can lead to a loss of sovereignty and a diminution of individual freedoms, as decisions are made by unelected bureaucrats rather than democratically elected representatives. Furthermore, the mainstream media's global warming propaganda also serves to promote the interests of certain corporations and industries. The push for renewable energy, for example, has created a massive market for companies that specialize in solar panels, wind turbines, and other green technologies. These companies, in turn, have become major players in the global economy with significant lobbying power and influence over government policy. By promoting the idea that climate change is an existential threat, the media can create a sense of urgency that justifies massive investments in these industries, regardless of their economic viability or environmental effectiveness. Additionally, the mainstream media's focus on global warming can be seen as a diversionary tactic, distracting the public from more pressing issues and concerns. By dominating the headlines with stories of climate change, the media can shift attention away from issues such as economic inequality, government corruption, and social injustice. This can be seen as a deliberate attempt to suppress dissent and maintain the status quo, as the public becomes increasingly focused on a single issue, rather than addressing the broader structural problems that affect their daily lives. In conclusion, the mainstream media's propaganda campaign on global warming can be seen as a manifestation of a larger agenda to control and manipulate the masses. By creating a sense of fear and urgency, promoting a globalist agenda, serving corporate interests, and distracting from more pressing issues, the media is able to shape public opinion and influence decision-making. It is essential to approach this narrative with a critical eye, recognizing the potential motivations and biases that underlie the mainstream media's reporting on climate change. By doing so, we can begin to reclaim our autonomy and make informed decisions, rather than simply accepting the dominant narrative that is being presented to us. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to think critically and make their own judgments, rather than blindly following the propaganda that is being fed to them by the mainstream media.